First, of course, let me convey our warmest welcome to all of you here in Jakarta today. Thank you for being here. Many of you have traveled from faraway places. Honorable Secretary, Honorable Ministers, I hope you don't mind if I don't mention your names one by one. I think the Secretary has already done that, so I will just launch straight into it. I'm a little startled that this is the 52nd annual meeting of the APCC. That means that the APCC annual Ministerial is 7 years older than me. It's my first time. I'm delighted to be able to host this year's session. Among other reasons also because it feels to me like it's giving many of us an opportunity to meet multilaterally with many countries with which we would otherwise have rare opportunity to meet. Of course, among ASEAN countries, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, we meet very frequently, but with Pacific Island countries, with our partners from Africa, and for example, the Caribbean, I could probably say that this is a precious opportunity because it is not often that we meet in forums like this, and I hope that in addition to the agenda items for the coconut trade and coconut industry, we can also take good advantage of the fact that, that we are meeting multilaterally among these very diverse group of countries. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously we're all aware that there's a lot of good news these days in the coconut industry and the coconut trade. I think we would all be eminently familiar with the fact that coconut is hot right now all around the world, especially in rich countries. It is trending strongly as what they call a superfood that appears to have multiple health benefits, well, for many reasons I imagine, health and otherwise. It has become a very fashionable product. It seems to be enjoying a surge of popularity in places like America and Europe. Surely other consuming countries will not be far behind. So I think this is probably a very opportune moment for us to be meeting and perhaps upgrading our activity among all of us. Now, having said that, I think we're also all aware that it seems like there's a lot of challenges that we're confronting. I'm told that production is actually stagnant to potentially even down, including for us here in Indonesia. So that's obviously a worrisome trend if we have soaring demand, strong pull factor, strong demand for the product, but stagnant to declining production. Secondly, what production there is appears to be mostly from smallholders, and the economics to those smallholders appears to be also unsatisfactory. Seems like a lot of producers, the smallholders, are not capturing a sufficient share of the profits, in the supply chain, which potentially could be a negative spiral, right? Like if the majority of the production is from smallholders and they're suffering from poverty and unfair economics, that does not strike me like a good economic incentive to produce more, right? Or to invest in higher yield or productivity. So I think we probably have this paradox, right? This somewhat divergent situation between, on the one hand, demand for our product is hotter, is stronger than ever. The image of the product is better than ever. and yet we face enormous production challenges. We potentially face very unconducive social conditions at the smallholder producer level. Now, I personally look forward to hearing from some of the experts, from some of the secretariat and the working group on initiatives that we can jointly embark on to address some of these conditions. Maybe it will take a couple of years, but I think we should take this momentum to really capitalize on the very positive demand situation. A few other observations from me. I'm pleased to see that the coconut products actually are immediately occupying the high ground. But they're immediately entering the mainstream as a high-end product in many, many rich markets. It's a specialty product, it's a niche product for now, right? It's a luxury product in some ways, it's a lifestyle product, and I think we need to make sure that we keep it that way. You see, I want to draw a very strong contrast between high-end specialty oil, for example, and what I would call bulk commodity product, right? So we don't want this to be commoditized. Like, we don't want this to become a bulk commodity that is high volume but low margin, right? So that's the last thing. That's the last thing we want. And again, Indonesia being the largest producer in the world of crude palm oil, for example, that's precisely a good contrast to coconut, right? Palm oil is a bulk commodity. It's a mass volume, right? Low economic value add product. Now, mind you, it has lifted tens of millions of people in Malaysia and Indonesia from poverty. So we have the highest respect, we have the highest regard for palm oil as an industry. By the way, Malaysia has moved on, right? It's gone from palm oil to higher value-add industries to manufacturing and service sector. Indonesia will soon follow. I've conveyed to many of my counterparts in Europe, America, elsewhere. I believe the next boom town for palm oil will be Africa, where it has the potential to lift, again, tens of millions of people from poverty. Possibly. I hope that if Africa embarks on palm oil in a big way, you will learn from our mistakes. Please don't make the same mistakes that we make, right? Environmental and otherwise. But again, I think it's a very useful contrast to draw between coconut, which is very well positioned in my view as a high-end product, as a lifestyle product, as a specialty niche, versus the bulk commodities such as soybean oil or palm oil or other things. So again, it's early in my involvement. For my involvement in APCC, I look forward to rapidly learning as much as I can and getting very involved. This is timely from Indonesia's perspective. A few weeks ago, President Jokowi shocked a lot of people by suddenly proclaiming that he wants to implement a moratorium on palm oil. Right? And actually, this was after several months of discussion where we feel that we're missing out on other hot commodities, such as coconut. Right? Like, we're going too far in the direction of palm oil. And we're neglecting emerging commodities, strategic commodities, such as coconut, even things like bamboo, or aloe vera, or other lifestyle products. I personally believe have much greater potential as lifestyle products, as high-end products, right, to accrue much greater economic benefit to farmers than, again, bulk commodity products. right? So again, from Indonesia, that is very, very timely. I can assure you that from a policy perspective, Indonesia will put more and more attention and resources on niche sectors such as coconut, aloe vera, bamboo, things which seem exotic and niche now, but with the continuing rise of middle classes all around the world, these lifestyle products will see booming consumption. And again, how can we all work together to brand it, to position it, to research it, right? To organize our supply chains in such a way that they deliver maximum economic benefit and welfare to smallholders, to farmers. How can we organize ourselves in such a way that it's we build equitable industries, right? Some measure of industrialization is probably unavoidable, but we do need to industrialize, especially on the supply chain, logistics, warehousing, processing, and so on. But again, working with smallholders is probably something which is going to be the reality for a long time to come. We saw that even in palm oil, where it's about 50-50, where we have a system in Indonesia called core and plasma. If you think about an amoeba or a bacterium, right? There's a nucleus and a plasma around it. And the system that has emerged in Indonesia for palm oil is we have a corporate nucleus, right? Surrounded by a plasma of smallholders. It's going to be a very good system where the nucleus mentor, right, the smallholders around it. And there seems to be a good partnership between the corporate and the smallholders. Maybe it's something we should also look in areas such as coconut. So that's what I can share. This very good opportunity. Again, I look forward to learning a lot myself in coming hours and days. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you to foster a healthy and equitable coconut industry all around the world. Thank you very much.
Mr. Lembong.